hello.
Hello.
I'm getting all of these notifications and everything right now on my phone.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's going live all over the place. It's craziness, willy-nilly all over the place. I love it. It's
What's up,
glorious.
James? Just trying to log everybody on here. You know how it goes. You got to do
Yeah,
one, you got to do the next one, you got to do the next one.
yeah. Gotta get settled. Pancho!
Oh, and we're live in the Mid States Live Norfolk preview.
Yeah,
That's weird.
I don't know.
Hey, it is what it is. What's up, Pancho? How you doing tonight? I turn my turn this on too, so I can see what's going on. There we go. We got 8 people up in here already.
All right, I love it.
Cat Caven in here. What's up, Caven?
We could ask some.
Caven's got a Monte Carlo. I'm a happy camper. That's a good ride. Now I just need to get a white one because I don't know if I have any white ones out right now. I know I got the black ones, but
We'll we'll get into that in just a second, James. But that's a great question to start out with. I think that's something to talk about for the whole Des Moines show as a
mm-hmm.
whole. I mean,
Oh,
hello, hello, hello. Are
oh,
you ready to rock and roll? Let's do it.
all right. Let's roll.
All right. So tonight, what we're going to do is, obviously we'll have a little bit of a review from Des Moines this past Saturday. Obviously, we're going to talk about this weekend for us, and then we'll give some updates on Fremont, kind of little progress report, if you will, as we continue to hype up the show for that. We'll have more of a final announcement, I guess, a little bit later.
Yep.
Um,
What's up, Hot Wheel
but
Hunter? What's up, Nick?
what's up, everybody? Um, so let's start with your thoughts on Des Moines.
Great time as always. I got some new pieces for the collection that I was very happy to acquire. I got some things I wasn't necessarily looking for. Um, I picked up a play set that I probably don't need, but it was fun and I started to fidget with it, so I was happy to buy it. And then I was able to get a new passion that I didn't, or not a passion, a new dairy delivery that I didn't have. So that made me happy. Let's see, what else did I get? I got some really great dollar cars. I was very happy with. I got a new power command that I didn't have. Let's see what else. I got an opening door Monte Carlo. I didn't bring anything. They're not down here yet. They're still upstairs in the transfer portal because they come into the house and then then they wait and then they come back down here. So, but yeah, it was a great show as always, and I always look forward to that show. The playing cards or not playing cards, the trading cards. I picked up I can't remember what year they came out, but it is an entire 1 through 72 of Hot Wheels trading cards, and they are very cool. I'm very happy with those. I don't know what I'm going to do with them just quite yet, but I got to figure that out. So, how about you, man? How would you like it?
What a crowd!
Yeah, it was
That
packed.
that place was packed, and it was packed solid for almost 3.5, 4 hours. I
Mm-hmm.
think there was lots of great deals to be had. I think somebody walked away with a whole tote of premiums for like a couple bucks a car. I'm not sure
Yeah,
what the final total was, but congratulations to that person.
yeah.
Um,
Can't wait to see what said person does with them. That'll be fun.
yeah, yeah, I think they've already kind of hinted at what they want to do. If you were paying attention to some tests that were done earlier in the week,
I
my
wasn't even
pre
paying. I wasn't even paying attention to those
no, you
tests. So
weren't. My pre Des Moines show get.
there you go.
I have to thank the guy that's on screen with me for that.
You're
He
welcome.
he's he set me up pretty well there. I had no idea that I was getting that, but that's one more Dakota off the list there. Let's see. Oh, I did. And here's the couple other things that I got to over the weekend. I was kind of happy with. The Super Street, this is 2 out of the 4 cars there. This is the darker version of the Civic, and then the white sided Celica. So I was very happy to go get those. They go well with my green and my red Skylines. Good mix of people from all across, like we've always said they are. It was good to see the Bates guys. I have to say, thank Andrew for the hookup on the exclusive Cyclone as well. It's good to hang out afterwards and have dinner with Mr. Klein and whatnot.
And Mr. Nick.
Yeah. And Mr. Nick, yeah. We survived the creepy lights.
Yep.
Yeah, that was never fun.
No, it wasn't. It didn't seem like it was bad this time. So I think I'm kind of getting used to the creepy lights. So
no Camaro. No Camaro. I didn't see one. Although I did see that set was there. Somebody did have it. And that was cool to see it. I mean, I will admit, the Camaro was pretty nice looking.
I don't even. Oh, that set.
Yeah, the vintage racing set.
Yeah.
I think that is probably one of the better sets personally. The Mercedes is gorgeous in that white. Also,
can't wait to find those.
I mean, they had people all the way out in the area entering the church by the bathrooms and stuff. The racetrack was full again as usual. That was great to see. I did like how they were tossing around ideas for club cars there as well. Didn't go the way I was hoping, but
I voted for I voted for everything because I collect everything. So
yeah, but there was good ideas. A muscle car, a truck, a van, a JDM model. It was cool. It was good to see that. The Mason City folks had those 2 gorgeous blue cars that they had, the Prelude and the Porsche, as well. So they're going to raffle those off at their place. So that was really cool to see as well. They're trying to do different things to keep adding spice and to keep adding things for people to come visit and see, which is cool. I like that a lot. The other big takeaway was that the weather was decent for February.
Yeah. Yes, it was very nice.
So, otherwise, I got some really cool stuff. Some things I wasn't expecting. Also have to give a shout out to Leon, Unlimited Leon, with the Super for $20. He had a great selection of Supers.
Yeah, he did
for $20.
And I wish I would have needed some because I think that there's a few of them that he had, and he even had some $10 and $15 ones too. So he had a great selection, and there was a lot of them. I mean, I think he had like 40 or 50 Supers that were underneath $10 or underneath $20. So that's hard to beat in this day and age, especially when you walk around and you see people that are charging $8 for main lines. So
yeah,
for $10 and $20 Supers, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, sure, they might be a little on the older side, but you know what? They're still cool. So.
Oh yes, that's right. There was a picnic being planned or discussed as well. They're looking to do around August 24th, according to James there. And those guys are trying to work around everybody's schedules, which is getting harder and harder to do. I mean, the summertime is just filling up with all the good things that are coming around here. We did also preview the Fremont show a little bit. We put out the date again, and again gave a little shout out to Corey Spencer for hosting the custom build off, which we're going to talk about that tonight a little bit too. Again, not full details because we have not submitted what what we want to put out there for the post. We want to make sure that when we get this posted, that we get the who, what, when, where, and why answered, as Miss Sandy had stated.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to make sure that if you have questions, that they're pretty much answered in the post, but we know that, hey, there's going to be questions
Yeah,
that
and
we
there
didn't
always
think
is.
of. So we'll talk about that a little bit. Other than that, I really didn't think of anything else that stood out. I mean, other than the $8 main lines, what are you going to do? I mean,
Yeah, you just don't buy them. That's what you do. That's the easiest way to not have to worry about it is you just don't buy them. If somebody, if something's overpriced, you just don't pay for it. You get a hold of your friends and you ask them, hey, do you guys have any of this? Hey, keep an eye out for me. I'm looking for this. So
now,
that always helps out.
we're saying this, we didn't like that, but that's no reflection on Des Moines or the
Mm-mm.
people in charge. That's on individual sellers.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You might get $8 a main line on Whatnot or on a live sale, but $8 for 30 combis. You got 30 combis on your table and you're asking $7 to $8 a piece, depending on the color, because they were all moon eyes ones, the one I saw. No, that don't work.
No, not when you can get, you know, amazing. I mean, I paid. This was a get. It was an online deal. I got it from Mr. Chad Kirby over there on Double Down. I paid $10 for both of these. I mean, this is way cooler than than one combi. I'm sorry, but there's deals to be had. You just have to keep your eyes open. Make connections, make friends, and you can get cool stuff for even retail. I know I got some new stuff to liberate tonight, and it's all retail costs. And let's see if we can get a little bit of a hint here what it is. Mhm. There's your hint. It's not a very good one, but there's cool stuff out there, and just like I said, make friends, and you can do deals, and hey, I found this, you need this, hey, just work with each other.
Most definitely. Like I said, the guys that are doing that, they're not wrong. It's their stuff. They can price it however they want.
Hmm.
I'm just not going to pay $25 or $7 or $8 for a main line
No,
unless it's especially a new main line. Now, if it's something different, like some Datsun 510 that with the antenna, which if you can find one for $10, more power
no,
to you.
yeah,
But you know, just a brand new main line that hasn't even been out a year, and I want $8 for it. Great if you can get that price. I just think it's not right. But that's me.
yeah. If you can find speed machines for $8, buy every one of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially the older ones.
Like the
I sh-
OG ones.
Yeah, you can get the OG speed machines, buy every one of them. So that's enough of that. So let's see, what else can
Yeah,
we?
no kidding. I hate getting on the soapbox. I really do. But I
Yeah,
mean, it it just
it
not cool.
happens. There's nothing we can do about it. There's people that are in this hobby strictly to make money. Clearly, we're not one of them because we have got entirely too much money on the walls behind us. And, I'm in it for the fun. These little toy cars have, been around in my life for a long time, and I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon. So, and I've met amazing friends because of them. And like I said, I don't plan on going nowhere. So
Okay, we've beaten that horse to death enough, I
I
think.
believe we have.
I'm trying to find your truck here while you're rambling on, and I am having no luck.
What do you guys think about the Porsche coming out tomorrow? Kind of high price. Um, it's pretty, but again, I think we talked about this last week too, James. Plain and simple, I can get, two RLC cars for the price of that one, and I'm good. They're this is the second Porsche that they've done a part of that series, and I'm assuming that they're going to have like four distressed ones and then four super clean ones. And I probably won't buy any of them just because it's not my cup of tea. I would rather have Spectre Flame paint and real riders and shiny boxes, and I don't just a plain white car with some weird distress to it. I don't know. I think I'll pass. But I mean, it's pretty to some people. It's just not. It's just not for me. I like the wild and the crazy and the shiny colors, and I like things that when you look at it, it's like, ooh, that's cool. Not just what the heck is that? So
Yeah,
what truck are you looking for?
your Holden Ute. Um, Here's my thing on
Oh, it's not a.
that's a Ute.
It's called a rough truck.
No, maybe I'll search it.
Hi. Um, so apparently Kent has left the chat. Technical difficulties. Woo. All right. Well, well, now what do we? Hey, look, he's back.
I hit the wrong button.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't think I've ever been running solo on a StreamYard without. That was interesting. I was about to
Okay,
start ripping cars, but
don't hit the back button, folks. Okay, here's my thing on the Porsche. It's gorgeous. It really is. I like that it's modeled after his real car. Um, I'm just having a hard time paying $70 for it right now.
yeah,
Now, I'm not saying that it's not worth $70.
no, definitely not. We're not saying that. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I just, if it was 35, be a lot cooler, and I would probably have every single one of them that they've released at 35. But when it's 70 to $80, you got to pick your battles. Mr. Rick, what's going on tonight?
Man, I am striking out on this. Otherwise, we're talking about other RLC stuff. The big one that's coming up is the Skyline,
Mm-hmm.
the Heiko Skyline, and I'm really looking forward to it. Hey there, Mr. William, how are you tonight? I think the hype on that one's going to be pretty high. Whether or not it sells out and how quickly it sells out, I couldn't tell you. It's Advan, it's a Skyline. Chances are it's going to be pretty good.
So
Um,
when is that one going up for sale?
Sometime in March was
Ah,
what I was told, or
okay. Well,
where
well,
I saw.
the next one, it happens to be next week on February 27th, it's on a Tuesday, and it is the Porsche 944 Dirtmeister.
Oh,
Yeah,
that could be.
that one's going to be cool because that's that lifted 944 that they did for, I want to say it was the Legends, but I don't know if it was the Legends winner or if it was just something that Hot Wheels has kind of came up with. Let's see
I don't
here.
know. That's
I was trying.
lifted awesome cars has been the latest theme lately. We have our 55 Chevy. We're going to get our R33, and now we got our Porsche. So,
I'm gonna
um,
try to send you the picture that I just saved, so maybe you can bring it up and show what. It's probably a horrible picture, but see if you can save that and open that one up so you can see what the new RLC one looks like.
yeah, hold on here. Let
Don't
me
forget
get.
tomorrow's drop. Lincoln, what's going on tomorrow?
That's the Porsche, I think.
Oh, is that what's going on? Because I'm on Mattel Creations and it's not saying anything about that. So, well, I'm underneath Hot Wheels calendar, so it's probably underneath the Mattel Creations side. Let me wander over there. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Let's go faster. The new Porsche. Yep, there it is.
That's
And
cool.
which one?
The Porsche.
Yeah, that's the one that's going to be coming up on the 27th. And I'm looking forward to that one because that thing it just screams cool to me. It's off-road 944, kind of a
It's like a,
wagon-esque.
yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to say the
it's
same
got
thing.
that wagon look to it in the back, and see now that gets more or less my attention than the $80 Porsche. I mean, I just think that looks cooler. Although the box is cool on the new on the oh that's cool. Like you unfold it and it raises up. That's cool.
Why can't we just get cardboard again and we can just do things like this? Just rip a car and do it that way
I
because
mean,
don't
some
get me wrong,
you
I
know,
like the
as William
acrylic.
states, he is. I like it better than the acrylics, and there's nothing wrong with the acrylics. It just takes a screwdriver, and then boom, you're in it. You know. But yeah, it is easier just to rip a cardboard. But then again, as we've stated in the past, there's no wrong way, there's no right way to collect Hot Wheels, or diecast in general. It's just enjoy them. If you want to leave them in the package and look at them, that's fine. If you want to set up a 6-lane drag strip and grab a bunch of RLC cars and race them down the track, that's cool too.
I
That's
like the
neat.
50-foot track better when we're racing dinner cars.
Down an escalator.
Yeah, down an escalator.
We definitely got to figure out this year's downhill because we're gonna have to start scouting
Oh,
for that because I don't want to use that same location that we used in Atlanta the last time.
that was brutal.
Yeah, I mean, we had to hold the track the whole time. So
Now, mind you, we are not responsible for the midnight races. That's some folks from the Northeast Ohio group and from
yep.
C4. We just get to participate.
Yeah, we're just participating in the goodness. I was trying to see if I had because I found one of my night race cars the other day and I don't remember where I put it now. Where
That's
did
a
it
true
go?
story, James. There is only one way to face a car.
Yep. And right now they're all looking at it with my head not in the way.
Yeah, that's still not the right way.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of like BK. You can have it your way.
Yes,
You
exactly.
know, man, this
No, I
car's
don't.
sweet.
Well, technically, I guess this was a night race car. I think you should minimize the Porsche now. But there we
Yeah,
go.
I'm going to.
Now
There we go.
this was a night race car last year. It was ran several times before I finally confiscated it. Well, I didn't confiscate it. I told him to stop running it, and he said, "Fine, here it's yours," and he gave it to me. So this was a Roke at the night race.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be. You know what would be amazing if they had a car that we could pick at the convention and they could make it and give it to us next year. They really need to start doing something like that where it's for the convention ticket holders only. They kind
That's
of
what.
do. They kind of do something similar to that. They do ask every, on the survey that we get every
Yeah.
year. They ask us, what cars would you like to see as the convention cars in future? As much as I love the 55 gasser, I've had my full. I think they have done well. Let's see, since 18, they did Dallas, L.A. in 18, and then they did in 20. They did the dinner
Yeah.
and the White Lightning was
Yeah.
no the White Lightning. Yeah, so there's been this
20
is
dinner was
I think this is like the fifth or sixth gasser that they've done in the last what 6 years.
at least since 18.
Yeah. And like I said, I love the gasser. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I got one right here. I got this one right here. It's a big deal. But I just think it'd be neat to see either. I'd like to see a Toyota, like an '83 Toyota. I'd like to see some Volkswagens. Um, I'd love to see a Mercedes Gullwing in an RLC. or not an RLC, but in the convention. But that's just me. Um, with the Elite 64s, they could use the Lambo, they could use the Defender, the new Audi. Let's see, the lowriders. Give me a Monte Carlo lowrider. The Bug is our favorite. Hey, yeah, that I can definitely. Let's
The
see, where's the?
Cowabunga.
Yeah, I mean the Cowabunga is cool. Um, I wish it wasn't have been sneaked, but we don't talk about those because those people are bad. Uh, but I'm just a simple guy. I would love to see just bring back the old school Bug.
I think, because we were talking about this at dinner with Brian,
Hmm.
and Brian makes a good point. They are limited to what is being run. Um, you know,
At
they
the
have a cast.
time,
Yeah, they've got a list of castings that are being run by Mattel. So, but they're smart because they're picking castings that they know will sell out, so that
yes.
they're not holding on to those for years. Because if you, and I'm going to bring up a couple here to show you, and this is no disrespect to these castings, they're really cool, but they aren't very popular with today's crowd, you know, with today's collector. And I think some of those castings and some of those cards, you were still able to buy some of them uh, up at convention. I mean, I literally have done it before. I mean, 67 uh, Charger, great car, very unique looking car,
Hmm.
but you know, I don't think is very popular today. Unless you're with an older crowd or a Dodge or a Mopar type crowd. Again, 50s Merc or
Yeah,
49,
49.
sweet looking car,
Hmm.
lead sled type car, great paint job, love it. I love the side pipes on it. But again, it's something I don't think today's modern collector is really into.
Yeah, and so I'm going to grab one of mine because I happen to have a couple of loose convention cars here that are a
And
little on the
then
older side.
and then here's another one I wanted to show for everybody tonight. This is a dinner car, 57 Chevy, which I think this is the best of the 57 Chevy castings. Opening hood, ghost flames, um, red or reddish pinkish windows, chrome, everything. Gorgeous car, but again, I don't think it sells to what people want today.
Can we get another Thunder Roller? Because I mean I'm a little biased on these, but this is a convention piece. This is the 30th annual. I want to say nationals. Oh,
It's
I
an
can't.
LA car.
Is it? I can't read it. It's way
It's
too
the
small.
30th.
Yeah.
It's the 30th. Um, so my thoughts on the pink, yeah, the 57s are gorgeous. I mean, this 57 is just absolutely a gorgeous car. I mean, the detailing. I mean, look at all the chrome work on it. It's a gorgeous car. Really, really done well with the headlights and the skull where the 57 Chevy logo would have been.
Hmm.
But again, I just don't think today's JDM or Euro lovers are into that car.
No,
Now, I'm not saying that it's a bad casting or it's a bad car. It's just there's been a shift.
Rick, I don't have glasses anymore.
But William, to answer your question on the Supra, I'm kind of up in the air on it. I
I
think it's a
like it,
bold
but I
choice.
want to see it in person. I was looking for
uh,
more convention stuff, but I don't
I've
seem
got.
to. All mine is still squirreled away in the back, so I'll stop
I
wandering
think
around looking for them.
I think the Supra was a bold choice. I really do. It's been only a mainline or a premium car for the last I don't know how many years, but it's been a staple. It's been very big in the Fast and Furious series. It's been a super. It's been in whatchamacallit, it's been in car culture. It's made its way to Boulevard as well. It's a classic design. Now, personally, I would rather have the plastic wing version, but I understand why they use the metal one, because it's a great spot for real estate to put things on there for convention logo wise, because they've done a really great job of making all of that smaller and not globbing up the whole car.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And as for, are we gonna? Oh, I was gonna say, are we gonna? Oh, I like this one. Love convention cars. They are much better than treasure hunts. I have to agree. Um, and I'm sure you're referring to the supers, and you're not wrong. They are clean. They normally are metal body, metal base, rail riders, and they do really good deco on them. They just look great, and I'm very very happy to have them out that I do have in my collection for convention cars. Yeah, they are definitely better than supers. Let's see. Are you guys going to buy the extras? I buy anything I can, mostly for my personal collection. Uh, I'm not big on reselling everything right off the bat. I'm one of those guys that, as I stated, I just kind of squirrel them away in the back and wait for that rainy day fund. If I ever need something or something new comes up and it's a hot car and I don't have a chance to get it, I have something for trading later on. So I'm always into buying everything I can. Let's see.
me personally, if I will get my allotment.
Hmm.
If we have time to get extras, we will. But the great thing is we have great friends who will help each other up. And I know we're going to try to get some extras for the club to use as giveaways or raffle for Fremont. So yeah, if we can get extras. Oh, you didn't. I wasn't supposed to say that. Oops.
That's right. We
Yeah.
won't fire you just quite yet.
Well, I should be fired about 3 times now by the looks of things.
Yeah, you and me both. Let's see here.
Um,
I like bigger cars, like like the Dairy, blown delivery, and Thunder Rollers. They have a lot of room for details and stuff. And you're not wrong, James. I am a fan. Obviously, I have Thunder Roll. I wish they'd bring back the old school highway hauler. I mean, I like the new highway haulers, but give me the old school. I'd like to see the Thunder Rollers come back. Obviously, the long gone in a convention. Um, I'm trying to think what else would be cool as a convention. I'd like to see Texas Drive 'em come back. I'd love to see an Ecto convention.
they've done ecto conventions.
I know I have them, but I'm just saying I'd like to see it again. I'm looking around my room here to see what I think would be a cool for the Mercedes wagon would be cool. Um, God, there's so many. It's just kind of hard to pick. I'd like to see like the Boulevard or what's that? No, the Cruise. No. Oh, Caven's gonna fire me. What's that thing called?
I don't know what he's talking about. Personally, I want to see a. I would like to see the '67 GTX done. I actually put that on my paper. Um,
Cruiser
Bruiser
Bruiser
Bruiser.
station
Yeah,
wagon. Come on, that you got to admit that'd be a pretty cool
it'd be
convention
different.
car. It
It'd
would
be
be a cool.
different.
It'd be cool. We haven't seen a bone shaker in a long time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things that they can do to make it, convention cars. Can we get a '56 Ford? Can we get a Passion? Adjustable suspension '64 Impala, Volvo wagon for Dave, exactly.
850 estate wagon.
Well,
Somebody's
Texas
going to hell
Drive,
for that.
seen the Mac cover, yeah, and it ain't me. Let's see. I'm missing comments. I got to switch. No, not over there. So that means that they're in here.
Okay,
No.
that's never going to happen. Yeah, that's. And would it be epic? Yes, because they've never had a Ferrari convention car, to my knowledge. But that ain't happening.
No.
I just don't. think it's going to happen ever. Not, I mean, the Cubs have a better chance of winning the World
Head,
Series. Let's put it that way.
head gasket.
Yeah, Ecto would have been a good choice too. I think that's is that Hot Wheel Hunter?
Um,
Head gasket, that'd be cool too.
no, that
I
would
think.
be that was Mr. Corey Spencer.
Ooh,
What's up, Super Mike? Poncho says I think the LA convention should do lowriders. 100% on board with
yeah,
that.
that
I
would
am
be
I
cool.
am definitely a fan.
Super Mike, how are you? Yeah, I just don't see the Ferrari thing happening. As much as I would love for it to happen, I just don't see it happening.
You know, it's funny. It's like I'm looking around the room like, oh, a Honda S2000. Oh, wait, no, they did that in Charlotte. And
They've
then I
done
was
that.
like, yeah, that's oh, can we get the custom 35, the custom Chevy 3500, the dually? That'd be sweet. Um, the Kenworth semi truck. Let's see. Oh, that one's a convention. That's another good convention. Let me grab that one because that's super cool. This is another one that was a convention piece.
Yeah, again, nobody's gonna buy that. I mean, it would be cool because it'd be different, but yeah, that would be cool too. But
The 50 cab over with the tilt bed, with the
mm-hmm.
engine down there hiding.
um, I'd like to see the MR2, but they'd have to resurrect that all three versions of that casting, and
Mm-hmm.
again, I don't see that happening either.
Yeah. Let's see.
I
I
mean, I
got
do expect the new R33 off road to eventually become one.
C10 lowrider. Yeah, that would be a good one. That'd be cool. The adjustable suspension C10 is that
It's
would
been
be.
done. It's been done in Japan already.
Yeah. Carbonator would be amazing as well. Yeah, nothing wrong with the carbonator. Our friend Roy is a huge carbonator fan, almost to the unhealthy. But then again, I mean, if we're talking about them, I mean, come on,
I
everything
mean,
is on the walls down here.
I'd like to see an EF Civic. That
Oh
would be
God, that would destroy the world.
different.
They'd be. Oh, I'd like to see it like an actual. I mean, they did it as the pink car. I'd like to see the Skyline as a. And well, technically they did that with the
They've
yellow
done.
one.
Yeah, the other one's
It's
been
it's
done.
it's been done. Hmm.
The other thing that they could do is the new Civic, the '96 Civic Coupe or the SI Coupe. But I think that's been canceled. The '99 Civic Coupe would be another one. Really, just about any of the Civic hatchbacks would be cool, or the Eclipse would be another cool car, something different. But like I said, I don't know if there's enough popularity for it. That would be money too.
I'd love to see the Toyota donut car, make it a dinner car. There you go, Joe. Bring back the Mystery Machine. Yeah, see, like these are all great ideas. And when because I know that William's going to the show. I know Mr. Alvarado's going. I know we are going. We need to make sure that you fill out those excuse me those surveys and let them know that hey, you want to see some cool stuff. 8 crate, Chevy Chevelle wagon, cruiser, bruiser. That's how we'll hunt.
Yeah, I saw as soon as I saw 8 crate. 8 crate, I think would be cool if it's done right, which we've proven it can be done right.
Hmm.
I think it would go over well. I mean,
Yeah.
if you wanted to do like a resto mod kind of um, 80s muscle car, the 70 GNX would, the 87 GNX would be a good choice, I think. It all it depends on. I think some of it depends. And again, this is just my personal opinion. I think it depends on where where the convention's at. It's kind of tailor made for it. The cars that are being done.
Yeah, there you go. They can bring back the Hall of Fame series for the designers. That see, and that's another great idea.
The Celine S7 would be another car I'd like to see done.
How about the
Or
super tuned truck? I'm trying to think which super tuned.
there's a couple of them. I think that's the one with the engine sticking out of it.
I can't remember.
Take to just
New
some.
Typhoon. There you go, Lincoln. Now you're
Yeah,
talking.
I think
Love
that will eventually.
those.
That's going to end up there, especially if you end up in the Midwest somewhere again. I could see that coming out.
Yeah, I definitely like the Typhoons. It's like there's I got a set of Johnny Lightning twins here right here. Well, they're almost twins.
Almost.
hmm
Um, the Pandem RX-7s would be cool. I'd like to see those. Or the AE86 or the 3000 GT or even the NSX. The Honda, not the Acura. Um, you know, there's lots of things that can be done. It just takes time and the right convincing the right people,
hmm
and
And they have to have the current lineup ready to go. So people must fill out the survey. That way, Mattel can be given a list of what people want exactly. Hypermites, nothing
that
wrong with the Hypermite.
and
They've
and those
done that
work.
before. Yeah, so
Yes,
they did a
those
two
two
pack of
pack.
those.
Yep.
Yeah, I do remember those.
Yep, I remember those being hot for a while. But this right here, what Mr. Alvarado is saying is 100% truth. That's coming straight from, for those that you don't know, that's coming straight from one of the folks who volunteers at Nationals and the convention. If you don't fill this out, there is no way for Mattel to know, Mattel or even Mark and Jennifer, because both sets of eyes see this. There is no way to tell what we want. This is direct impact and feedback to them.
hmm
Please, if you go, fill it out because I've been guilty of not filling them out. Last year was the first year I did it, and it was
I,
good.
I have been guilty as well. There was one time I literally filled everything out and I forgot it, and by the time I remembered, I was already down there, and I was like, eh. And then I didn't turn it in. So, Mr. Whitver, we got to have a Mustang. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we got to give a Mustang away when we get to Atlanta.
That's cool. I just happened to see something else about these that's different.
Oh, white engines versus none.
That's cool. I did not know that it had a white engine because the interiors are the same.
So keep the comments coming, keep the questions coming. We'll, if we see something, we'll go back to it as always. But
hmm
as far as Norfolk goes, this is the goal that I want for people coming through the door. If we can get to 100, that's going to be a great show for us up there Sunday. So that's the goal. We want to get to 100 people through the door, and every person counts, no matter how big or how small.
hmm
Um, we've got a good variety of people, a lot of new sellers, so that's good.
That's always good
Um,
because then you get to see the new stuff that you
Different
haven't
things.
seen. That's good time there.
Yep. Um, you know, Again, the venue speaks for itself.
hmm
3 windows of wraparound to see out across town and whatnot. Thank you, William.
What year is this thing?
Oh, well, good luck for your show.
1983. 1983. That's coming out
Uh,
tonight.
What? Oh, wow. So, yeah, Rick, a
Still think
Shamrock
we
one
need.
would be cool too.
We have Rose, Snowman. We definitely need. Yeah, no, you're not wrong. That'd be a great like a St. Patrick's Day release. Yeah, that would be definitely cool. Our show is Sunday as well. Yeah, good luck with your show there, William. I'm sure it'll
As
be
always,
amazing as always.
it's one we
Yeah,
got to make.
yeah, we'll have to make a run up that way. But yeah, Norfolk this weekend. Definitely stop in, check it out. Even if you just pop in for a half hour, run up, check it out. You might find that Grail car you've been looking for. Really wish they'd bring those cards back. I truly miss the Happy Father's Day, 4th of July, St. Patrick's Day, Mardi Gras. And I agree with you, William. The only thing that they really continued to do is the Easter cars
And
and
Christmas.
Christmas and unfor holiday. But they have the and they do Halloween too. But this year's Halloween cars, they're not good. The Easter cars are pretty cool. I can't wait to find those. That is a set I do want. Um, and I don't obviously know what the Christmas set will be for this year because it's still a ways out. But the Easter one and the Halloween cars are out, or at least I've seen pictures of them. So yeah, but I 100% agree with you on that one. I truly miss those days, and I have a lot of Fourth of July cars and all of that stuff. If they'd put JD in that stuff, people would lose their minds. Exactly, limited
Yeah.
run holiday stuff. Oh Lord, you know, yeah, it would definitely be cool cars to see. I just
Hey,
I want to see more.
Antonio.
I want to see more creativity. So, what's up, Antonio? How you doing? But yeah, Norfolk is definitely going to be a good time this weekend. Definitely make a trip up, stop out. Carpool. It's a short, less than 2 hour drive, just like Des Moines. And I noticed we are starting to see some travelers going to the Des Moines show. So
Yeah.
feel free to cruise on up and check out the Norfolk show. It's just a good time.
Well, come up here and buy some stuff, Antonio. You're always welcome to come hang out with us.
You definitely been playing a lot with that AI thing, man.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work, but you've been really hitting it. I've got a question for everybody. I know we've kind of gotten away from it, but do you think we should get back into the custom challenge again and where we put two cars up and you guys pick them out? I think that would be really cool if we could get that into again. I think we kind of
hmm
slowed down because of the holidays, and I just had picked, or I just hadn't gotten any cars from anybody, and I didn't want to keep picking my own to go against each other.
And you know what? We can also branch out. We can take a couple of ID cars and put them against each other. We can put some black chases against each other, some supers, some regular hunts, some cow customs, some real riders, some black walls. It doesn't have to just strictly be customs, but yeah, I think we can. I got some ideas coming now. But yeah, we can do everything from Johnny Lightnings to Matchbox to we can broach out just to get people's thoughts and what they like and what colors they like, and I think that'd be a fun. I mean, this is a perfect example. You know, Granted they look exactly the same, but I guess if you'd have to like put them on their sides or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I could put the Battle of NASCAR together. I mean, we could do it with pins. We could do it with anything. But
You can.
I like the customs things because it leads into and gets the creative juices going for something that we're gonna do in Fremont. You
Mm,
know.
there you go. Man, I could blow up your page with battles
Yeah, I know. I've seen it.
of who's talking
He
who.
he. he
Yes, and you have been, Lincoln, and I've been commenting on some of them too. But I've got some ideas now.
okay, so for Fremont, we already talked about that Corey Spencer is going to do host a build off. We're gonna get we I've typed up a message that I want to send to the admin team so that they can look at it, make sure there's no spelling errors, make sure we answer the who, what, when, where, and why, as Miss Sandy has so graciously put out. And then we're gonna put the castings there as well. Um, the rules are gonna be in there. Um, use your imagination with this. Have some fun with it. There's no um, we're not going to smash the cars or anything like that. It's going to be separate from the regular custom contest. Okay. It'll be its own thing. I think we're going to set it up next to the custom contest. We got to work all that out. But I know I wanted to put something out last week, but we didn't quite get to there. But we're a lot closer to putting something out. We just want to make sure that we get the verbiage right, we get the message right, and it's open to everyone. Okay, we don't have a limit of how many people can enter. There may be a limit to how many cars you enter, or how many entries you have, but there's no limit as to who can participate. So it can be adults, kids, the admin folks here on the page. It can be anybody. Once we see what the challenge is, you're gonna like it, I hope.
I'm excited for it.
Don't worry about messing up. Trust me, I've screwed up Ferrari racers and speed machines.
And our buddy, Mr. Nick, I think he has drilled and stripped a couple of Reese's T1s. You live and you learn. You start off. My theory is start off with some cheap main lines, and then go for there. One entry per person, Corey says.
Okay.
Biggest thing is just to have fun. Don't feel like you have to compete against somebody else. There you go. Poncho, can't wait to see it. Poncho, I think you need to get in on this. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm excited about this one.
Yeah. It's really just we wanted to do something different than the standard custom contest, which is cool. That's going to be really cool. I want to see what everybody puts together. But we're looking for something that stands out. We're going to put it'll have all the rules. It'll have when and where you got to put your stuff by. And depending on how many cars, we may have to adjust the start time. So you may see a sign up post, and this is just so that we can get an idea of how many cars are going to be there. Now, I hope I haven't given out too many details, because I really want the admin guys to see the rest of
and
ladies what I had written up, so that we can critique it, make sure that the message is correct. So it's going to be good. I really hope you guys are going to like this. And, the effort has been put in by everybody involved. And I want to say thank you to Corey for coming up with this idea and hosting it with us. Yeah. So other than, doors open at 8:00 a.m. on Sunday for setup. There is no early setup on Saturday because there is an event going on at the bank. We should have plenty of time to get the tables set up prior to 8. So I'll probably be down there at 7. And if anybody wants to come help out, not a problem. The address is 404 South 25th Street in Norfolk if you're going. If you have any other questions, or if you would like to set up, we still have a few tables. But let's get into ripping some cars.
Okay. I am excited about this one because I know this is the last one of these I needed. From 1983's release, the Matchbox Mega Blaster Sheriff Patrol. Now, for those of you that have never seen one of these things, here, let me get it out here first so I can actually show you a little. It comes with a whole bunch of stuff. So it comes with this little wrench, which is the one thing I was missing from one of my other sets. It comes with a launcher. It comes with, if I can get them out here. It comes with blasting caps. So this is when you know it was old school, because they give you blasting caps, and it by the way, it does say safety tested. And now for the good part about this one, here is the number 7 Sheriff's Patrol. What's that, Ken?
I was going to say you should actually do one.
I was thinking about it, but it has this hole on the side. That's where the little tool goes, and then it's got this little trigger thing here at the back, like it's got a hammer on it. And then on the underneath side, it actually has a, slide it. There's, okay. Well, somebody actually did try it. So there's a blasting cap in there already. So now that we know that she's been fired, and I'm not sure how this thing works, but we're going to give it a shot.
Fire in the hole.
Let's see here. I don't know how to do this because I've never done one. Okay, so we have a blasting cap. All right, well, let me grab the instructions here because let's see. It's easy. Here's how easy it is for kids to have a blast. So it says open the trap door. Done. And then it says to load the blasting cap onto the peg. Get it to go on there. All right. Well, this is a lot of. Maybe you need to have little kid fingers in order. Oh, there we go. Okay. And now close the lid. Insert tool and rotate shifter half turn counterclockwise. I don't know if that did it or not. Car must be level when using the shifter. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty sure it's armed. And then place cap car, pull back launcher, and fire away. But we're just going to hit the button here and see what happens. You ready, Kent?
Yeah.
I have no clue what this is going to do. Oh.
Oh, that's cool.
And as it's smoking over here. So, oh, yeah, there we go. As the smoke rises out of my car, that's kind of cool. So, yeah, it still functions. And it actually, when it went off, the interior light, the windows flashed. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, there you go. It's still fully functioning. I don't know how it works with the track, but it's got a pretty decent. And okay, so you figure this is 1983 that this rubber band's been on here, and it still functions. So that's kind of cool.
It's better than the Mattel bands.
This is true. So yeah, there you go.
I bet when you load that in there and you hit that orange button,
yeah, there's a little clip right here on the end that the little hammer catches on, and it hits it.
Yeah.
So
engineering was so much better back then.
83, were you even born yet? Yes, I was. I was not old, but yes, I was born. So either way, this is the last one that I needed. I have the other three, which for those in there, if you want to know, it's the Trail Triker, the Ridge Runner, and the Trail Tramp are the ones that I have, which are the 4 big trucks. And then if you're into the Camaros and the Corvettes and stuff, there is more.
Nobody is.
Well, I mean, there's the names are great on these. There's the Thunderbolt, the Fireball, the Atom, the Starfire, the Nitro, and the Bomb. And the Bomb looks to be a 240Z.
Well, that's a win.
Right here. Isn't that a Z?
Yeah, it looks like a Z.
Yeah.
Or it could be a Trans Am.
What's this one up here?
That looks like more like the Malibu.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe
Laguna.
Yeah, it definitely got the Laguna look to it. Looks to be an RX-7 or a Porsche, Corvette. Definitely a couple of Corvettes. Yeah, there's some good stuff still out there.
I really can't compete with the cap gun car, so here you go, folks. It's just a Dakota with some cool stuff. It's already coming off the card, so.
Yep.
Card art's really cool, though. Matchbox had really good card art back in the day.
Yes, they did. I'm surprised these things still work.
Again, the 80s were awesome for everything. There you go. And there is the first gen Dodge Dakota. These are really easy. I like how you can customize a Matchbox car because they've got that small one piece that you can just kind of rotate and it slides everything out. It's really cool. But they're their rivets were kind of a pain to do.
Yeah.
That's really all that I got for tonight, folks.
You can do it without it. It's just like a regular firearm. That is so cool. Sorry. I'm distracted easily.
Yes. So next week is the 5th, right? I think.
Let me bring it up here.
I will not. I don't think we'll have
next
a show
next week will be the 29th.
29th. Okay, so we'll have a show next week, but the 5th we will not because I have to do my taxes so I can have money to play with.
Well, we don't. It's actually the 29th and then the 7th.
The 7th. Okay, so we should be good to go then.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you can read a calendar. Here's some plastic for everybody. Remember, kids, recycle. It's bad for the environment. That's all I got for the night. Be on the lookout on the page and also on the event itself. The rules and everything for the build off will be posted there. If you signed up for a table for Fremont, please reach out to us so you can get paid up. Even though you have tables reserved, you're not confirmed until we receive payment. So just reach out, message me. We'll take either PayPal or if you see us in person, we can do cash. We'll do a receipt for you. We had 3 people do it in Des Moines. That's really about all I've got for tonight. Thank you again to everybody for hanging out with us and great comments tonight by everybody. Brent, you got anything?
No, just as always, just happy hunting and remember, talk to those people and make new friends.
Word.
You're welcome, Pedro, and good luck, William. You always got to have good luck to find the cool stuff. So, and just remember, it doesn't have to be brand new to be cool.
All right. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out, watching with us. There's plenty of auctions going on right now. So go hang out. Maybe you'll find some cool stuff there too.
There you go.
Thanks for hanging with us and have a good night.
Yep. See you guys this weekend.